Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 50 yards. Tackles. Kill. Shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Wolf, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Second and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Russell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Got him in. It's Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey. He's checking. Crash. Chef. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 51.
To throw on third down. Russell looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on the punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
54. Mike 54.
He don't know no better.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Run!
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On the set.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to
Bravo.
Yeah. You don't want
What
nothing.
I?
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming.
Oh, you better get
I'm
ready,
coming.
quarterback.
55's Mike, guys.
Now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, Wolf. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
51's the mic, boys. 51. I got you, punk. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, let's get the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check. Buzz. Check hot route. Hot. No. Off. 51's the mic. 51's.
Operating from the gun. Russell. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And it's now 3-0 Texans. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this will be caught by Brown. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's good.
Go.
Jets.
18 Gator. Check. Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Bradshaw. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, baby.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Hey, Haywood.
Sponge. No. 54's the mic. 54's the mic. Check. Watch 54. In your face. Right there.
Hey, wahoo.
54 mic.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
Strip the ball.
And he fires one that's
Strip that ball.
intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will have a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's got some space here. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You ain't got nothing.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
On 1st and 10, Russell. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Russell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Hey, seam six. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
36. Slam.
Second and 5. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
General West. They're not ready for this, man.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Ready, break.
54. Mike 54. It's going to be a long day.
Second and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator.
5.
Hey, Delta.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 55. Check.
Here we go on second and 12. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Watch the safety creep.
Yo, faster. Get it.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now first down. They'll run on first down. It's Wolf, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
Ancient Gator. Wahoo. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Russell. He finds his man Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set. HE Gator. We got Alpha. Get the ball right. Go.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And he's got Gresham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On the ready.
55, Mike 55. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the screen.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
SOS.
They'll set up a throw, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their 12-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Smoke. To Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike. Get it.
Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike's 5-4. Watch the run.
Mike.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Orbit.
54. Rabbit.
On the go.
54. Right
On
there,
third
right there.
down, he'll
54,
drop to
Mike.
throw.
Watch run.
And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Almost the entire length of the field. A punt return of 97 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Got it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears. Switch.
Now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete.
The screen pass.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And it's a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Six guy. Check.
Following the fumble recovery, Russell. Forced out to his left. And oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Wolf. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
51.
From the gun, Russell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Get in the weight room. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Off. Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 4th down, Russell.
Hey, let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. 47-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot.
Hey, ball who?
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Give me that ball. Hey, Sam on. 49, check 49, check 49.
Peek edge.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, foxtrot. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
The pass on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
A gain of 11.
54's Mike.
Squeeze.
54. Watch the run.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to throw. Russell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Wolf, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got them. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 43 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Jets take over
All
first
day,
and 10
baby, let's go.
at their own
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Big rip.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Get him, boy. Get him,
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check Mike 54.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
Hey, come on,
in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Texans, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will